Good evening, Belize. It's Monday and you're watching News 5. I'm Sabrina Daly. Here's what's making headlines tonight. A violent weekend of robberies rocks the country, starting in Santa Elena, where a botched holdup ends with a 21-year-old shot and killed. Across the Macau River in San Ignacio, 2 American tourists are attacked and robbed by a barber who later slips out of police custody. Over in San Pedro, an Asian businessman is brutally stabbed, and then his game shop goes up in flames. But it's not all grim news. 9 lucky winners are sharing $1 million jackpot, even as lottery ticket sales dip this year. And regionally, Trinidad's President Kamala Persad-Bissessar stirs controversy with fiery remarks about CARICOM, sparking reactions across the Caribbean. Those stories and more are coming up after a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us. News 5 starts now.
Christmas, get into the joy with Uno. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new TV, a brand new fan, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get 1 coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today. Fill your tank and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno gas stations.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening and welcome back. Police in Santa Elena town are intensifying their investigation following the fatal shooting of 21-year-old Zeldon Thompson, a suspect in Saturday evening's armed robbery at Anna's store. Authorities confirmed that Thompson, who was known to police, was shot by the store owner after he and another armed accomplice entered the establishment demanding cash. While Thompson later died from his injuries, investigators are now searching for the second suspect who fled the scene, as well as the firearm Thompson used during the attempted robbery. Questions about self-defense and store security are now front and center, even as police work to determine whether the force used was justified. News 5's Paul Lopez traveled west today and filed the following report.
The fatal shooting of a 21-year-old robbery suspect has ignited online debate over how far business owners go to protect themselves. When Zeldon Thompson walked into Anna's store on Saturday night to pull off an armed robbery, he never imagined the owner would fight back and fatally shoot him. Thompson and another suspect entered the grocery store demanding cash. In an instant, the owner brandished a gun and began shooting towards them, causing them to flee the scene.
Upon police's arrival, they were advised by the proprietors that two male persons, one of whom wore a mask and the other a helmet, entered that establishment and they were armed, and they proceeded to demand that they hand over money that was in their possession. One of the proprietors, who is the holder of a licensed firearm, being in fear of his life and that of his family members, fired 3 shots at the individuals, who then fled the establishment. Whilst the officers were on the scene, they were advised that some area not too far from where the incident occurred, a male person with gunshot wounds was observed.
Thompson was rushed to the hospital where he died. Word of the attempted robbery and Thompson's death spread quickly, prompting business owners to urge Mayor Earl Trapp to address security concerns. This morning, he convened a meeting with senior police officers in the Twin Tongues.
It breaks my heart, especially when the culprit is shot and dead. Not because I'm condoning it, but if the culprit was shot and survived it, we could have gone from there, life could have continued. But we just want to send out my heartfelt condolences to the family.
The family respectfully declined comment. Thompson's sister, however, took to social media expressing her family's grief over Zeldon's death. She says, "What he did was wrong, and we acknowledge that fully, which has left us deeply hurt and puzzled. That being said, he is still a human being. Those placing blame on my mother or questioning how she raised him, please refrain. We strongly believe he was led astray by the people he considered friend."
Unfortunately, it took the life of a youth, 21-year-old. It could have been anyway. It could have been maybe one of the workers from the store, or maybe the store owner.
You spoke about the young man losing his life. How do you view business owners taking up arms and defending their property?
Well, Mr. Lopez, that is number one priority, in my humble opinion, because you know that there's a saying out there: a thief is a potential killer. So you always have to take care of yourself first. So even though I'm not happy with how the guy passed away, I believe that the owner had all rights to defend himself.
Police say the DPP will decide if the store owner's use of force was justified.
The investigators will compile their file and they will submit that to the office of the DPP, where a determination will be made whether the force used was justifiable under the circumstances.
As for the security concerns from business owners in the Twin Tongues, Mayor Trapp and the police department agreed on several measures to be implemented during the holidays. Those plans include ramped-up police patrols with special attention on motorcycle riders.
We will be doing more patrols, and any suspicious motorists like motorcyclists, because you can recognize them from far. And we will not say what it is that helps us to recognize them, but they have been doing things to hide their identity in different formats, different ways. So when the police department and the transport department from the council spot certain individuals that look suspicious, they will stop them and do a spot check.
Mayor Trapp advises business owners to remain vigilant and increase their own security measures where possible. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Police in San Ignacio are on high alert tonight as they hunt for 29-year-old Israel Bradley, a Santa Elena barber who escaped custody after allegedly robbing two American women on Burns Avenue. Now investigators believe he gave them the wrong name, but surveillance footage shows him stalking and attacking the tourists late Friday night, making off with a purse containing cash, cards, and a cell phone. Authorities say he was initially detained and found with stolen items, but managed to flee while officers were cleaning the cell block. News 5's Paul Lopez tells us more.
A 29-year-old barber from Santa Elena is on the run after allegedly robbing two American tourists in San Ignacio. Police detained Israel Bradley for the crime, but he later escaped. They now believe he gave them a false name. Surveillance cameras on Burns Avenue caught the robbery as it unfolded on Friday night. In this video, the suspect is seen walking up Burns Avenue at around 9:14 p.m. He paused to tie his shoelace before moving on, scanning his surroundings as he walked. As he approached the camera, more details became clear. He is slim-built and wore black sneakers, dark hoodie, and a warm hat. He's later seen walking near an abandoned lot on Burns Avenue before slipping into the property through a gap in the fence. It was 9:15 when he likely noticed his targets, who strolled past the abandoned lot less than 2 minutes afterward. And just like that, he reappeared and began following the two women. First, he walked casually behind the two women and then he began sprinting towards them. The suspect went after the woman carrying the purse and she fought back for 15 seconds and he kept swinging punches at her. Her friend screamed for help and also tried to fight him off.
And it's circulating on the social media. It looks terrible on us.
Mayor Earl Trapp is concerned about the message this sends to potential tourists of the Twin Towns and the impact it can have on the industry.
And the only good thing about that is that the police department responded immediately, and by the end of the night they were able to apprehend the culprit.
But the suspect later escaped from lawful custody.
This male person is wanted for the crime of robbery and the offense of escaping from lawful custody. The robbery investigation commenced on Friday, 19 December, when two American nationals reported to police that they were walking on Burns Avenue when they were accosted by a male person who was armed with a knife, who proceeded to demand from them their personal belongings, and a struggle ensued, after which he was able to wrestle a purse belonging to one of the female. The purse contained a cell phone and $200 in cash, along with cards belonging to one of the female.
The stolen cell phone was later traced and recovered. Police released details about the suspect's identity before later capturing Bradley in Santa Elena, where a search uncovered two items stolen from the American woman. But how did Bradley escape?
Regrettably, during the course of his detention, while the officer in charge of the cell block was facilitating the cleaning of the cell block, the male person was able to bolt and make good his escape.
Police now believe he gave them a fake name. Is San Ignacio no longer safe for tourists?
No, Mr. Lopez. No. I had to spell that. San Ignacio and Santa Elena is safe, very safe for tourists. But remember, we could never be able to eradicate crime. It could be right in the center of town, and some robbers are very much facey, and in the middle of town they might do certain things, but it is safe. And I can tell you that I will follow up with the Belize Electricity Limited in terms of our tourism corridor, because there's a project that was supposed to be up already, I will find out what about the delays and see if we can get the tourism corridor properly lit.
The alleged culprit remains at large as police remind citizens that it is a crime to harbor a wanted person. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
3 days before Christmas, 23-year-old Robert Derek Stewart is spending the holidays on remand after a violent robbery attempt landed a woman in the hospital. Stewart appeared before Magistrate Manon Dennison this morning, where he pleaded not guilty to charges of wounding and attempted robbery. The allegations are that on Friday, December 19th, Stewart tried to snatch a money bag from 43-year-old cashier Honora Flowers as she headed to make a deposit for Simon Kwan Limited. Police say Stewart attacked Flowers near the swing bridge, pulling at her sling bag. She fought back, but during the struggle, she was shoved, slammed her elbow on the bridge, and suffered multiple injuries. Stewart allegedly punched her several times before fleeing. Minutes later, GI3 officers chased and detained him in Petticoat Street Alley. Finding the fisherman mask Flowers described. Despite no objection to bail, Magistrate Dennison denied it, disturbed by the alleged violence. "This is the Christmas season. You attempted to take instead of giving," he told Stewart, who replied, "Around this time, though a bad time to go to jail." Stewart must now apply to the High Court for bail. His next court date is February 3rd, 2026. Coming up, love triangle turns violent. One shot, one charge. More when we return.
Coming into effect. One will change the way police apprehend suspects in the course of criminal investigations. Once a person is suspected of or charged with committing any indictable offense, law enforcement personnel will have the authority to collect a DNA sample from that person so that prosecutors and defense lawyers can rely on forensic DNA evidence when the case goes to court. If the suspect does not cooperate with the police, the new law enables police to apply for a court order to collect the DNA sample once the police has sufficient cause to suspect the person as being the perpetrator of the crime. The DNA Act will be a major step forward for Belize's criminal justice system while advancing the use of forensic science in Belize. Samples integrate into a national DNA database which may be managed by administrators at the forensic laboratory and may be utilized to help solve cold cases or identify repeat offenders. Find out more at nationalassembly.gov.bz or email your questions to info@forensics.gov.bz.
A thriving ocean starts with us. Across Belize, communities are coming together to shape the future of our blue economy. From coral restoration to shark conservation, communities are at the heart of protecting Belize's ocean space. Initiatives such as the coral restoration work done by Fragments of Hope involve efforts from trained fishermen, tour guides, regulatory agencies, and community members. The Ocean Use Survey is empowering fishers and coastal communities to have a voice in how Belize's ocean is managed, ensuring policies reflect the people who depend on the sea.
In the study, I was an enumerator. I went around using the Ocean Use Survey on our devices, whether that be tablets, laptops, phones, and we went around mapping the areas along the coast that people held value, whether that be to fishermen, to just residents who like to swim, and it taught me a lot about the value it had to these people. All of this data is compiled and put together to help impact policy. When the policies are implemented properly, it has definitely a good impact on the environment.
Fishers across Belize recognize their co-responsibility in maintaining healthy and productive oceans and the benefits of open communication and sustainable practices, ensuring that both their livelihoods and the ocean thrive. Belize's youth are taking action, supporting ocean research, advocating for conservation, and ensuring a future where people and nature thrive together. This na for we ocean space, for we identity, for we Belize.
You see, the thing with me is that I just like my freedom. And when it comes to things like that, I just don't like feel tied down.
You think I don't know, but like my granny said, every part have their color.
Well, I could say, I just do the runs. But one thing I could tell you, you can't deny one good connection.
Why get tied down? With Smart Supercharged prepaid plans, you get all the postpaid perks you love, but with no contracts. Just pay up front for your talk, text, and data package and enjoy total freedom for up to 30 days and starting as low as $35. That's right, no commitments for less than $1.25 per day. Just simple, flexible plans that keep you connected your way. Because with Smart, you call the shots. Dial 7526 or star 100#. Use the Smart app or visit a Smart prepaid agent to supercharge your connectivity today. Smart, bringing people together.
Guys, somebody thief Christmas! Open your eyes, streets gone too. Somebody call police, call Coast Guard, BDF, Santa.
This could be the biggest story of the year.
Guys, we need headlines. What about no Christmas tree? Big problem.
I hope we never thief the security footage as well.
How we want to sell Christmas packages with no Christmas?
The thief Christmas. What? I hope they never Grinch.
It is the Grinch.
Make him look dangerous, but Christmassy.
Okay, posting now.
We need the eye in the sky. Okay, guys, prompter is loaded.
Ready to go live.
In 3, 2, 1.
Christmas has been stolen by none other than the Grinch.
Eyewitnesses saw him struggling, carrying all that Christmas decorations. He couldn't have gone.
Excuse me, Paul. I'm being told we have a sighting of this green menace in our backyard.
Ha, we got him green-handed.
At GBM, not even the Grinch could cancel Christmas.
This past year, we have enjoyed creating moments to bring you and your families together. And this holiday season, we wish you and your families even more togetherness, with moments filled with love, laughter, and joy. We wish you a Merry Christmas and much success in the new year from all of us here at GBM.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Believe, looking for the most classy and luxurious way to bring in the new year? The Fort George Hotel and Spa and Mars Production presents the first annual Black and Gold New Year's Eve party, starring the immortal man himself, Rory Stone Love.
Them never hear them friend Rory said, Rama sound is the program, it often make them
Champagne toast at midnight. Party favor. Call 223-2333 or 622-9754 for VIP packages. Yes, Belize. On December 31st at the luxurious Lord Ashcroft Center, Belize City, we bring in the new year with class, elegance, and non-stop vibes. Tickets available at Fort George Hotel and Spa or on the Quick Pass app. Singles $100, couples $175. It's the first annual Black and Gold New Year's Eve party. Sponsors are Cellular World.
A hotel dispute on Keycocker turned violent last week, and now a well-known businessman is facing serious charges. Police say 45-year-old Junming Zhao fired a single shot inside the Enjoy Hotel on Pasero Street, hitting his ex's new common-law husband in the leg. Thankfully, the victim was treated and released from the hospital. Zhao has been charged with using deadly means of harm and wounding. So what sparked this attack? ASP Stacey Smith breaks down what investigators believe was the motive.
These charges stem from police's investigation into a shooting incident that occurred on Monday, 15th December at 1:15 p.m. at the Enjoy Hotel, which is located on Pasero Street in Keycocker. What the investigators have gathered so far is that it is alleged that Zhao went to that property and produced his licensed firearm and fired a single shot to the leg of Chen. Chen was escorted to the hospital for treatment, where the doctor classified his injury as wounding, and Zhao was later apprehended by the police.
CNA,
information on what led to the incident?
What we know so far is that the injured male person is in a common law relationship with the ex-wife of the defendant.
Police in San Pedro have arrested and jointly charged Thomas Ariola and Gabriel Shaw in connection with a violent attack that left a business owner seriously injured and his establishment set ablaze. Investigators say the incident began as a confrontation inside Crown Game Shop on Laguna Drive, but quickly escalated into a stabbing and arson, allegedly aimed at destroying evidence. Surveillance footage recovered from the scene played a key role in identifying the suspects. Here now is Staff Officer ASP Stacy Smith with the details.
It is important to note that we are grateful to the fire department because their professionalism and expertise in extinguishing this fire in a quick time allowed us to retrieve matter of evidential value, because whilst the culprits stole the DVR in a bid to conceal evidence, the camera was not damaged and the footage was retrieved, which led police to the identity of the individuals. Both individuals were apprehended the day after. Mr. Ariola was observed and he sought to evade police, but he was apprehended in the mangrove area, while Mr. Shaw was apprehended at a location that he is known to frequent. Mr. Huang underwent surgery and is now listed in a stable condition, and additional charges are expected to be levied in relation to this incident.
Is there any information on how the robbery devolved into an arson attempt and what accelerant was used?
I don't have any information as to what accelerant was used, but we do believe that the arson was done with a view to concealing the evidence that was there.
Police are investigating a fatal traffic accident that claimed the life of 22-year-old Madeline Mendez of Roaring Creek Village, Cayo District. The crash happened early this morning along Mile 32 on the Hummingbird Highway, where officers found an overturned vehicle with 4 occupants. Mendez later died while receiving treatment at the Western Regional Hospital. Investigators say the group was returning from a party when the driver reportedly lost control of the vehicle. Authorities are now looking into whether alcohol or drugs played a role. Here's more from Assistant Superintendent Stacy Smith on what they've uncovered so far.
What the investigators have ascertained so far is that the vehicle was being driven at the time by one Jalen Thompson, and they were coming from the south after going to a party, we are told. And sometime whilst approaching Mile 32, Mr. Thompson lost control of the motor vehicle, causing it to overturn. The investigators have secured a urine sample from Mr. Thompson with a view to establishing whether or not alcohol or drugs played a role in this incident, and he has also been served with a notice of intended prosecution.
Motorcycle riders had threatened to take to the streets in protest of new regulations proposed by the Ministry of Transport. Rules they say would increase costs and add unnecessary new requirements for everyday riders. But when protest day arrived, the turnout was far smaller than organizers had hoped, raising questions about just how widespread the opposition really is. Despite the disappointing show, organizers insist the concerns remain real and say riders stayed away for a variety of reasons, from work obligations to fare victimization. Here's what one of the protest leaders had to say.
I am disappointed, though. I must say this, I am disappointed in those who gave their word that they would attend and didn't show up, because I did quite a bit of campaigning. And I am sure that I handed out leaflets, flyers to more than what to me seemed like 20 motorcycles in the motorcade. I'm not sure if it was 20, but didn't seem as much as those people that I had handed out the flyers to. But I wish to appreciate, by the same token, those that showed up and participated and showed their strong support. Because yes, $300 is a lot of money. In the end, they narrowed it down to drivers who have been driving for 3 years and less. It doesn't matter which amount, how many years you've been driving. We should not have to pay $300 for classes for something we already know.
After the break, Belize's $1 million jackpot has 9 winners. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
This Christmas is extra special for us at BB Insurance because it's our first. You welcomed us into your lives, and we couldn't be more grateful. Your trust means everything. From all of us at BB Insurance, thank you for being a part of our journey. Here's to many more holidays together. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
Welcome to Benny's, your #1 store. Get fantastic discounts, massive deals, falling prices, and more. From A to Z, we've got what you need for all your building, hardware, and construction guaranteed. High quality appliance, paints, plumbings, tiles, electrical, sinks, and faucets in a variety of styles. Benny's Hardware, the best place to be, with brand names like Delta, Sankey, and Milwaukee. Need to freshen up your home? We have paints galore. BH, Texturelight, and Benjamin Moore. Hammers, grinders, saws. In tools, we've got the best. Power drills and wrenches to ace any test. With Benny's on your side, you will surely succeed. From home goods to gym equipment, we've got everything you need. Light bulbs, fixtures, cabinets, drywall. Benny's has got it all for any project, big or small. So don't waste any precious time. Make Benny's your destination. Earn B-Bucks and win $10,000 with Benny's Homecation. So visit Benny's for some holiday cheer as we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
Cada conexión es más que solo una señal, es un estudiante abriendo las puertas a su futuro a través de la educación digital. Una mente joven atreviéndose a soñar en grande. Nuestra cultura compartida con el mundo en tiempo real. Y héroes cotidianos respondiendo al llamado del deber cívico. Cuando nos conectamos con Digi, empoderamos a Belice.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal.
Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno.
Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
The Belize Government Lotteries Limited has officially closed its $1 million jackpot draw, and 9 fortunate players are walking away with hefty cash prizes. This year-end specials has grown into one of the most eagerly awaited highlights of the festive season. Ticket sales kicked off in early November, giving hopefuls the chance to choose their 4-digit combinations for just $5. As thousands tried their luck for a piece of that $1 million jackpot, excitement swept across the country leading up to Saturday's big draw. Managing Director Janella Spat says winners are already lining up to collect their tax-free rewards.
So we held the drawing for the $1 million jackpot on Saturday, December 20th. The winning number was 4485. And we had a total of 9 winning tickets. So each of those winners will be taking home $111,000. $111,011.11. The tickets are valid for 30 days. So they have 30 days to visit the office in Belmopan and present their tickets for payment.
And if someone does not collect in that time, what happens?
Well, based on the Lotteries Act, the tickets are no longer valid after 30 days. In the event that somebody does not collect their winnings, then those winnings become unclaimed and just become part of the revenue of the Belize Government Lotteries Limited.
Now, can you tell us about last year's winners? Have everyone collected in the 30 days from last year?
Oh, yes. They collected most of them collected the day after, the first Monday after. And I think we had a couple that were a little bit later. But within 1 week, all 14 winners last year had collected. And actually, for this morning, we've already paid out to 4 of the winners already for this morning.
While lucky winners are rushing to collect their prizes, Belize Government Lotteries Limited is acknowledging a slight dip in sales for this year's $1 million jackpot draw, falling short of expectations despite it being the game's second year. Officials say ticket sales declined by just over $8,000 compared to last year. It is a drop they believe may be linked to public doubt over transparency, following questions raised about the disclosure of winners and confirmation of payouts. Belize Government Lotteries says while all winners have been paid in accordance with the law, the concerns may have affected public confidence and ultimately sales. Here again is Managing Director Janella Spot addressing the figures and the concerns raised.
We saw that there was a decrease of $8,000 in sales this year, and we had hoped that because it was the second year now that we were doing it, that the sales would have far exceeded $1 million. So last year our sales were $924,140, and this year our sales were $916,910. So unfortunately, we did not turn a profit. We had hoped that if there was a profit that we would have made a donation for whatever those profits were to a charitable organization in Belize. Nevertheless, the sales were sufficient to maintain the payout percentage within the desired 70 to 72% that we try to maintain. We do feel that the sales that we had this year were not as much as we had hoped it would have been, and we do feel that in some way it may be as a result of some doubt that was cast because of there was mention from the media that perhaps all 14 winners did not receive their payment, and they made mention of us not disclosing their names or their image. And as a matter of fact, this morning, the 4 people that have collected, 3 of them consented to have us use their image from the neck down.
With Christmas just days away, you know what that means. Packed streets, crowded stores, and shoppers on the hunt for those last-minute deals. Over the weekend, Belizeans had even more reason to hit the shops thanks to the government's second annual GST-free Christmas weekend. From long checkout lines to jam-packed parking lots, the rush was real as shoppers took advantage of the chance to skip that usual 12.5% general sales tax. This marks the third GST-free weekend in Belize, following one earlier this year for back-to-school shopping. Now, while we won't see the official numbers until January, the Deputy Director General of the Belize Tax Service says she's feeling optimistic about this year's turnout.
The amount of calls was not as much as we had from last year. So this year we did have calls, but it was not to that extent. There were taxpayers, consumers who had called in and said that they were still being charged the GST. We note that for some business places that they did charge a GST, but they gave you the subtotal for you to pay. So those were some of the issues that we found. It was not on that large scale like the one that we had in December of last year.
And in terms of volume of people, did we see the same level of excitement and just hype around it as we did last year?
Well, I should say that I did go out and I couldn't get to, in some business establishment, there was no parking space. So you had to come back. I said, you know what, I will leave it for the Sunday, go early in the morning, and hopefully you would not have had that crowd, but that the same thing was there for Sunday. So there was a lot of consumers, a lot of shoppers. I would say it was a successful run based on what the government was looking at, because it's trying to make the consumers happy as well as to keep the dollars at home. So I do believe that you can say that the objective was met. I mean, it's a tax break for the consumers. So it is then left up to us to then look at the numbers and then inform Ministry of Finance of what the end result was.
And do we think that it's likely that this will be something we continue to see the government push in the years to come with back to school and Christmas?
Yes, because that is what have been stated, and as well as I do believe we may need to make a little tweak to it. So we are going to put together some recommendations to the government, and then we see how that goes, and then we will inform the consumers of what will take place along with the business persons as well.
When we return, Belizean line workers help restore Jamaica's power.
Having a bad day, I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
You ever wake up and just feel like today's gonna be a good day? I got a lot to get done, but I love when things easy. So when I heard DigiWallet and Neighbors together, it was a yes for me. Grabbed some stuff, paid some bills, but the best part, I could add funds to my DigiWallet right here at Neighbors. 40 new spots across Belize, plus all the Digi stores. That makes almost 150 places you could now cash in. You see why today feels good?
Season's greetings from the Social Security Board. As the festive season fills our hearts with warmth and joy, we extend our heartfelt thanks to you, our valued customers, for your continued trust and support throughout the year. 2025 has been a year of growth and innovation. As part of our ongoing journey to modernize and deliver smarter, more sustainable services, we introduced new My Social Security upgrades designed to make access easier, faster, and more convenient. Looking ahead to 2026, we remain committed to being a dynamic, progressive, and sustainable organization, embracing technology to enhance customer experience and operational efficiency. This Christmas, we celebrate the families, workers, and retirees who inspire all that we do. From all of us at the Social Security Board, may your holidays be filled with love, laughter, and hope for the year ahead.
This year, Belize showed what it's made of. At the ballot box, decisions that set the tone for the next 5 years. The 2025-2026 national budget, launched by Prime Minister John Briceño, emphasized infrastructure investments and forecasted strong GDP growth, though critics pointed out the lack of focus on social services. This was the year Belize charted new horizons, from bold economic strategies to public concerns about citizen security. 2025 reshaped our nation. Join us December 31st on Greater Belize Media at 8:30 p.m. for Newsfast 2025 highlights, stories that matter, a dynamic year in review special that captures the milestones that made this year unforgettable.
Kayo, we have exciting news for you. RFNG Life Insurance is now officially in your town. Now, you can visit our office to pay your life insurance premiums or speak to our dedicated agent, Mayeli, about securing your future with the right coverage.
Hi, my name is Mayeli Hoy, your designated agent here at RFNG Life in the Cayo District. I'm here to help you explore your options, answer your questions, and find the perfect policy for you and your loved ones.
Whether you're looking for life insurance, critical illness coverage, or future saving plans, we've got you covered. Take the first step towards securing a stable and prosperous financial future for you and your family. RFNG Life Insurance, now in Cayo. Visit us today or call to schedule an appointment. Your future starts here.
May every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
Belize Electricity Limited is celebrating the return of a team of line workers who just wrapped up a critical mission in Jamaica. The crew left Belize on November 12th to help restore power after Hurricane Melissa slammed into the island, knocking out electricity for hundreds of thousands of people. Led by line supervisor Tyrone Reynolds, the team, including Kareem Lopez, Per Tillett, Ethan Alvarado, Vladimir Alvarez, Adolfo Oliva, and Kendale August, worked shoulder to shoulder with crews from across the Caribbean under CARILEC, the Regional Utility Alliance. Their job was to rebuild service lines and support Jamaica Public Service as recovery efforts push forward. BEL says it's proud of their dedication and sacrifice, calling this another example of Caribbean unity in times of crisis. BEL's manager of distribution operations, Ashton Webster, says his team is back and BEL couldn't be prouder.
The team was tasked to do restoration effort in Westmoreland, Savannah, Lamar area. The area was completely devastated. That was the most impacted area in Jamaica. So the team they had a lot of experience, gained a lot of experience in the restoration effort. The guys were able to assist Jamaica with from 67% when they left in terms of restoration effort, and when they came back, Jamaica was at 84%. They had a great experience in terms of experiencing the culture there in Jamaica. It was good. They were a bit, taken aback because of the devastation. They haven't seen any damage like that. I mean, we've had our own hurricane here in Belize, but that was a Category 1 hurricane, Category 2. But this is the first time they've seen, such damage and devastation. Words can't express how I feel in terms of what they represented. They've represent Belize, BEL, us as a country, and what Belizeans can do once we're trained. And we're very capable here at BEL, so I'm extremely proud of them. They're currently on vacation, so we gave them a small gesture in terms of thank you. So we hope they and their family get together, because they were away obviously for a while. So we hope they take this time to bond with their family, and a Merry Christmas to them.
Tensions erupted across the Caribbean after Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar sharply criticized CARICOM, branding the regional bloc as dysfunctional and rejecting its stance against the new U.S. visa restrictions. The issue arose after the U.S. moved to tighten several visa categories, particularly on nationals of Antigua and Barbuda and Dominica, which was swiftly condemned by the Bureau of Conference of the Heads of Government of CARICOM. A statement from the Bureau notes that it respects the right of countries to set policies governing entry at their borders. Quote, expresses concern that this decision was taken without prior consultation, especially in circumstances of its potential adverse effects on legitimate travel, people-to-people exchanges, and the social and economic well-being of these small states, end quote. Persad-Bissessar defended America's rights to protect its interests and rebuked CARICOM for its statement. In her end-of-year address, CARICOM's Secretary General, Carla Barnett, urged unity among members and highlighted the region's resilience amid hurricanes, economic headwinds, and ongoing integration efforts. Today, Minister of Foreign Affairs told News 5 that Belize fully supports the statement issued by CARICOM heads, calling on the U.S. for greater dialogue. We spoke with Leader of the Opposition, Tracy Tager-Panton, who shares her stance on the situation.
The very survival of our region really comes from this kind of regional integration. And so when we see one of our key players, Trinidad and Tobago, who has one of the largest trading entities within the CARICOM single market and economy, seems to be pulling away from this notion of us really focused on more regional integration for our very own sustainability, then of course is cause for concern.
And what would the recommendation be then for the region as we move forward, considering Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister criticized organization skills of CARICOM heads?
Well, I don't know on what basis she made those statements. Obviously there's a real threat in the region in terms of what we have always prided to be a zone of peace, seems to now be moving into a kind of potential for major conflict. So I can understand the concern. I understand the fear that comes with that. But I do believe that we can't fall prey to the tactics of a bully. I think diplomacy and consultation and cooperation are the ideal mechanisms to address some of the issues that the region is now facing.
And in response to the U.S.'s move to specifically target Dominica, Antigua, and Barbuda, what then is the reaction to that?
Each state, no matter the size, no matter its economic potential, has a right to its sovereignty. It has a right to its self-determination. It has a right to its own foreign policy views on matters that concerns its citizenry. So for the United States to what I see as a bullying tactic is really uncalled for.
Up next, Good Governance Unit
Today
engages ministry after cabinet shakeup.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Aiwa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Aiwa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Aiwa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Aiwa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Aiwa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. He said, oh, winter love is spreading everywhere. Summer came and took off with the spring. So now we start the Christmas caroling. I'll find my way back home and light up every tree. We will hang up stockings for you and one for me.
Consider this your holiday shopping cheat code, because right now Design Depot has some of the biggest deals around. Explore store-wide steals on appliances, up to 25% off tiles. Enjoy 15% off all Sherwin-Williams products, and enter our weekly Saturday giveaways where you can be the winner of an iPhone 17, smart TVs, electric bikes, cash prizes, and more. And it gets even better. Every single purchase you make at Design Depot also enters you into the ultimate $25,000 home makeover giveaway to be drawn January 2026. Trust me, Design Depot is the place to shop this holiday season. Don't wait, grab the deals, enter the giveaways, and walk out one step closer to that $25,000 home makeover. Some restrictions may apply. Design Depot, all in one place.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. It's much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just
every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
At the start of the weekend, the Good Governance Unit sat down with Tanya Santos, the CEO for Immigration and Labor. Leading the discussion was Director Cesar Ross, who used the meeting to lay out the unit's plans moving forward, especially considering the recent cabinet reshuffle. The goal is to keep ministry officials in the loop and ensure everyone's on the same page as the new agenda takes shape. He said the unit is mapping short and long-term deliverables to boost transparency, accountability, and responsiveness across government agencies.
Today we are here to discuss, to present ourselves to our new CEO and to discuss our way forward, what our agenda will be for the upcoming months and for the upcoming years. We are charged particularly with looking at policies of good governance and introducing a good governance agenda, whether it's embracing policies from the Plan Belize or the medium-term development strategies, from UNCAC's recommendations, which is the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, or from MESICIC, which is Inter-American Convention Against Corruption under the OAS. Okay, what we're laying out is what are the deliverables that can be developed and delivered in the short term and the long term when it comes to looking at policies, when it comes to looking at improving transparency, accountability, and responsiveness by the different government agencies and the different government ministries. There are certain recommendations both from the Plan Belize and the medium-term development strategies that have been endorsed by UNCAC and MESICIC actually, things like a Whistleblowers Act, promoting and pushing through a Whistleblowers Act to protect people who want to report corruption at any levels of governance. There is also, for instance, the recommendation to introduce certain campaign finance legislation and policies that would make it much more clear how political parties and how elections are better coordinated in Belize.
Before we leave you, here's tonight's viewer's voice. On our first story, store owner fatally shoots robbery suspect in Santa Elena. Edmundo Kukul commented, "So the man will work hard and is defending his business doing wrong? I no say no wrong." On the topic, San Pedro Game Shop robbers charged for attempted murder. Skelly Bang commented, "Arson, lay another charge on top of attempted murder and robbery." Turning to motorcycle protests fizzles despite bold threats. Anthony Dawson stated they need to do another one this weekend and announce it on all radio stations. Thank you for engaging with us online. Your voices shape the national conversation. Keep those comments coming and we'll continue to feature them right here. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at greaterbelize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.